Hello, welcome to the Kit Kat Katie Show. Okay, so let's just go ahead and get down to it, I guess. Um, so if you watched tonight's Teen Wolf, you were pretty shocked at the end. It kind of, God, I hate it so much when they do cliffhangers, but I mean, I really hate it when they do the cliffhanger, especially in your favorite TV show, and you're like, just no, show who it is, and you're just, nope, they won't show who it is. Okay, so if you've seen tonight's episode, you've seen that, of course, Scott and Malia end up being together. Shocker! Um, I don't really like the idea of them, but I kind of seen it coming. Because it doesn't look like Kieran's coming back. What else? Um, you really, it ended such in a cliffhanger. So, Lydia being a banshee, I don't know why they didn't see it coming in the first place. Um, at school, these kids are literally making other kids cut themselves so they can prove to them that they're human. But one of the hunters is a shapeshifter, or worse than a shapeshifter. I don't know what it is, but he's worse. Anyways, sorry, I'm reading. Um, uh, then I mean, they're pretty dead set on this whole situation. So, anyways, like you've seen in the past episodes, Scott and all of them, the whole Scott's pact, I guess, have disappeared off the radar. Scott's dad is trying to figure out what happened to the two werewolves, in the most civil way he can. After finding out that his son was a werewolf, and not only was he a werewolf, but he was an alpha, and he was having a hard time. I think he's really having a hard time trying to accept the fact that any of this is really going on. Because how is he supposed to explain to his superiors, oh yeah, my son's a alpha, he's got a beta, he's got a banshee, he's got a were coyote, he's got a hunter, he's got a normal kid. I mean, yeah, go take that to the FBI and see what happens to you. Um, okay, anyways, um, so Liam and, God, I forget his name all the time. Anyways, Liam and that other dude. And, oh my God, I forgot his name. But they ended up going out and, making this one of the hunters seem like he found them and everything like that. Really, it's a dead. I mean, it's like a abandoned zoo. There's nothing left there, so they decided to use it as a little ground to lure all of. Is that anything? Um, Theo, Theo, Liam and Theo decide to go and make sure that all these all these hunters are gathered in this one spot, pretty much setting them up for a trap. And then it takes them a little while to get them all there. In the meantime, Scott, Malia, Lydia, and Argent are trying to get into, where headquarters, pretty much, for the hunters. And so while that's going on, they're like, okay, should we go in? No. We got 10 minutes before they find out that we're here. Should we go in? No. It was a big debate. Argent was saying, no, I think this is a trap. We need to get out of here. And the rest of them were like, well, we're here. Let's just, see. So they do end up going in and finding out that it was a trap. Shouldn't have been a surprise to anybody. Because, it was kind of iffy on them going in. Lydia ends up seeing Argent's windshield start to, it looks like it tries to bust itself. And then she's hearing a gunshot. She's hearing, shells falling. She's freaking out about it. Anyways, so they get into this one room. Scott and Malia end up getting into this one room. And Scott ends up opening the door because he thinks he smells the two wolves that have disappeared, pretty much. So, he ends up finding out that the guy has taken a collection of them. What's his name? Jared has taken a collection of them. So, that kind of threw everybody off. Because, well, now you know for sure that they're dead. So it kind of puts a finalization, like, oh, okay, well, they're dead. Okay. Got that taken care of. Trying. Forget who it's trying to phone. Jared, yeah. Um, Alien. Anyways, so, Scott and Malia end up getting into big trouble. It comes to find out they set the trap for Malia and Scott. Uh, Scott and Malia end up having a moment, and these lasers are going through, and their motion sensors, which if they detect any motion, then they're gonna go off and cause Malia and Scott not to have any oxygen. Anyways, so that happens. They ended up losing all the oxygen. They're about to die when here comes badass Banshee. She uses her scream to open the steel door. So she saves their lives. Uh, then, they take this map and they all go to Scott's home and retreat, pretty much. And, they're looking at this map and find out that Gerard is not just going after Beacon Hills for the supernatural. He's talking about taking over the whole world. Because he's got it pinpointed in every country where there's that tree. That tree that was happening in season 2. That was a big part of season 2. That attracts the supernatural. Um, anyways, so they end up finding that out, and apparently the hunters decide to gang up on Scott's house, or Scott's mom's house, and just start shooting everything. Scott's dad's there, Argent's there, Scott's mom's there. Then you got Mason's even there. So you got the whole crew in this one area. Uh, Somebody gets shot and is bleeding. I have a feeling that it was either Argent or Melissa, Scott's mom. So one of them got hurt. Um, Scott, in previews for next week's episode, I don't see Scott reacting as if he would if it was his mom. So I don't think it was his mom. I think it might have been Argent. Uh, I want it Argent or Mason, one of them. Anyways, we do see a familiar face come back in next week's episode, and that's Deucalion. From season, I think it's season 4 and season 6. I want to say season 6. I can't remember. But you see him come back. So this is gonna be interesting because Scott's going out of his way and asking for Deucalion's help. Okay, because he's helped him out before. He wants them to help him out now. Um, so, and you see Deucalion telling him, you might have to kill Gerard. Are you ready for that? Scott's down for it. He's ready for it. But we've known Scott to be this guy who does not like to kill people. I mean that just is not Scott. He doesn't like to kill people. He don't see a point in it. But Deucalion's pretty much you don't have a choice. People are gonna have to die. Because there's no ending this. I mean, you can't end it civil, pretty much. And then maybe flashback to this past weekend. We've been having issues with our neighbors. But anyways, so it's gonna be interesting to see how Scott works with Deucalion. I mean, he managed to make it work last time, but this time it's both of their asses on the line against Gerard. So I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see. So I can't wait for next week's episode. Moving on to something else. Trump what? He did what? Okay. So just when I think Trump is, maybe he's trying to make things better. I've seen the pretty pictures of him down at Hurricane Harvey and stuff. I've seen his work there. Then all of a sudden he gets asked, I think what is it? Are you worried about going to war with North Korea? And he said, not at all or something. He said something. Really can't remember what he said. I really just can't remember what he said. But, I see Trump shifts labor policy focus for worker to entrepreneur. Okay, sure, whatever. So Trump is going to end DACA. I have no idea with the 6-month delay. I have no idea what that is talking about. Deferred action of childhood arrivals. Oh, okay. The program is temporarily blocking the deportation of undocumented immigrants who were brought to the